This is Stephanie, and this is the Mocha Minutes Podcast. Hey guys, before we get into the episode, I just wanted to let you know about something that's a little new here at the Mocha Minutes Podcast. We are now participating in Buy Me a Coffee. So if you haven't heard, buymeacoffee.com is a place where you can show some support and some love monetarily to some of your favorite content creators. That includes me. So it's in the increments of either $1, $3, or $5, and you can do as many as you would like. So I just wanted to let you guys know, would love some support. So if you would go to buymeacoffee.com/Mocha Minutes, I would greatly appreciate it. It will also be in the show notes. Okay, here we go. Hello, welcome back to the Mocha Minutes Podcast. I am Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me. So you're probably listening to this going like, wait, didn't y'all talk about another show? Y'all have no idea. Bravo is trying to drive us batty because they literally have 17 different reunions going off all at the same time. Miami, Beverly Hills, Married to Medicine, and then in a week or so, Potomac. I'm like, y'all are trying to kill us. I don't know why y'all trying to kill us. Love is Blind also had their reunion too. That's not Bravo. And that's a whole different thing. Because Sarah Ann, you don't want nothing with Jessica. I suggest you back the fuck off. You are so lucky Laura is sitting on Zoom and not in that thing. Because I swear she would have beat your ass. It's like, shut up. It's like, this is ridiculous. But we're not here about Love is Blind. But my love is not blind for this person that I am doing this recap with. I am here with the Black Swan himself, Mr. Les. It has been a year of Sunday since you've been here. Les, how are you?
I am well, and I too watched the Love is Blind reunion last night.
I don't care about them heifers. I'm like, why are you bringing all these old people? Where the hell is Lauren and Cameron? They're like, I'm sorry, I have this thing called a life.
Right.
I was like,
and AD, I wanted AD to beat that guy Clay's ass. And the fact that he did you see what he tried to pull?
Yes. He was pulling stunts in shows all season. They literally were painting Marcus Jordan's daddy's shoes in a scene, and she said, if you are not prepared to get married, please do not have me at that altar looking a fool. And what did this dummy do? Like, right? She literally said, don't have me at the altar. If you're not ready, please say that. And now you're talking about she's the love of my life and I made a mistake. Choke, bitch.
And I love that she looked at him and she's like, nope.
No.
We're not doing this.
Nope. But I think it kind of like, you saw him literally vibrating when she said she wanted him 2-inch dates with that guy. I was like, was like,
and that guy was weird too.
He was very handsome, but he is very weird, and he really tried to act like those women were stupid, or they didn't talk to each other.
Yeah, he was cute. He was cute.
Very handsome, but it was like, girl, you're not that handsome. And Trevor, when I tell you, it's more of, baby, you should have just declined this. Because what did you think? The fact that they brought out these, I was like, I don't remember seeing these tweets, but I'm on TikTok, so I guess I should have. But I was like, he's like, can I leave? Sir, you came out. Why are you here? He's like, well, if you want to leave, you can leave. It's like, sir, I'm sorry. I don't think Nick Lachey is a zaddy, but he's not your daddy. So you could have got your ass up. It's like,
right,
girl, why are you here? He's like, I mean, we were just together. I mean, we weren't like in a relationship. Why did you say you're a lover? I'm going to marry her. I mean, because we're toxic. What? It's like,
and I also loved when they showed the text that would go like,
right. I was like, excuse me. I'm like, what in the Shel Silverstein dramatic reading contest am I watching with the Lacheys? I'm like, y'all are so stupid. What is this? And I'm like, and Chelsea is I wanted to pop her because I was very confused. I'm like, I'm sorry, Chelsea, what is the issue here? But also,
Right.
this man who looks like a thumb is getting mad because if you kind of squint with one eye, to me, Chelsea did look like, I was like, well, no, in this picture, she does kind of look like Megan Fox, but to me, she gave more Adele than anything else.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm like, no, it's like if I squint, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they're saying. She kind of did look like Megan Fox, but even then, it's like, sir, cut it out, hang it up flat screen, because I'm like, you're not that attractive. Jeremy can shut up. I'm like, okay, this is a question. Y'all are saying people are lying about their background. They got whole girlfriends, fiancés, they living with somebody, doing all this stuff, and I'm like, they literally only had one couple make it to the altar and actually get married.
One.
Is this? I'm like, do y'all need to have nobody get married for y'all to go? Maybe we should like retool
But
this.
last year was only one couple as well.
Oh, that's true. I'm like, I think
There's
that
only one couple that got married.
I think we now have to just basically, it has to be 0. I'm like, no. I'm like, maybe that's gonna be the number. I thought it'd be like 1 because they said 5. And I'm like 5.
Because last year it was the young black guy with the older, and she was like older, the Latina lady.
Oh yeah.
Right? She's
Latina, the real tall guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it needs to be 0 because I'm like, at this point, I'm like, but then when they said homegirl Kwame's wife is doing the cast, and I said, I know you fucking lying. I'm sorry. After this season, I'll be like, oh girl, I take this to my damn grave, y'all. Somebody on TikTok would have to have found that out. I ain't saying nothing. I was like, yeah, and I helped cast this season, girl. Ma'am, you watched this man almost break down in tears. He said, can I go home now?
Yeah.
I would not be saying anything. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, let me cut the camera. Like, oh, I'm sorry, not me. I didn't do nothing. Not me. It's like, why are you telling us you helped Cat? And it came at the end. Also, why do we care about y'all? Like, y'all have no update. Right. Gianna from seasons out of nowhere. I'm like, girl, why are we getting updated with you? You not with somebody from the show.
That's the thing. I'm like, I could see if it was a situation where, yeah, they were both on the show, but didn't get together, even if they were both from other seasons.
Exactly. Because I was like, maybe, I'm like, wait, who the hell is this guy? I was like, who's he? I'm thinking it was somebody who was on the show, and I'm like, on another season. I'm like, wait, he's not. What is? Why are we here? It's just like, why are we here? And I love the other black couple on here. I love Tiffany. I love Tiffany and Brett. I don't know what it is about them. They don't make sense, kind of, to me. But I will never forget her going home, literally falling asleep on their date because
that was the best.
I said, oh my God. And she said, I'm so sorry. And I was like, oh Lord, he ain't gonna give it no chance. He said, okay. And it was like, she's like, I felt so bad. I'm like, that girl had a whole bunch of tequila. I'm so sorry. I'm of a certain age. You can't be talking to me late at night and I'm laying down on something soft and you giving me full of shots. I'm sorry. I'm going to sleep too.
Right.
I will be like Monique at her lake house. I will be asleep. You'll be talking to me, having a whole conversation. I'm like, uh-huh.
And he said something deep too. He said something deep and she was like snoring.
It was like, they're like, they came and they woke her up. I'm like, but I like them. I'm like, what? I'm like, why? I'm like, I like seeing them. They're a beautiful couple. Why are y'all back? It's like Alexis. I'm like, yes, I like a little pregnant lady. Bliss and Home. That man, Lord have mercy. I liked Bliss. So it was like, I'm like, but they're having a baby. That's wonderful. I'm like, Nick, I'm sorry. I feel like Vanessa needs like a little bit more oomph because she was very much like, when's the baby's getting here? I've counted 4. Vanessa, baby shower because it's like, I want our Love Is Blind baby. I'm like, bitch.
Her hot takes are always bad. Vanessa, her hot takes are always
absolutely bad. It's like, I'm sorry, Vanessa, why are you talking? But this, I will say, this reunion is like, she didn't get on my nerves that much.
Right.
It was just kind of like, I liked how, I think a lot of times Nick would always be like benefit of the doubt on a reunion. This new reunion, not so much. He was like, but can you understand? It's like, oh, no, Nicholas, hold on. He's like, because I think I think him and Vanessa probably both, they're like what Carlos said, don't do. They read the comments. Sir, can you at least stand up for some of these women some of the time?
Right.
Act like you've been a husband over 10 years. Pretend. Because it's like, sir, you know, for a full, like, you know, that stuff that they pulling, you know Vanessa would not let that shit fly.
Right. Oh, come on. He was married to Jessica Simpson. So, you know.
Yeah. Right. Talking about playing footsie with her father at the table. I'm like, right. Hey, hi. Is there not shame? I'm sorry. What's on your table? Because I feel like shame would be on mine. There's no way in hell I'd be telling y'all any of that.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay, so let's wait, before we get into it, tell me, like, what's the tea? Tell us about your podcast, plural. That you have had. Please talk about it, because I'm like, when I tell you, Les is my, like, you need to read this book. I'm like, really? Because he's the one who told me about the Hiltons. He's like,
So I have two podcasts. I have a podcast that's on hiatus right now, which is the Reality Reading Rainbow. And the reason why it's on hiatus is because I used to talk about books written by Bravo stars. Mm-hmm. Now, the problem with doing a podcast about books is you got to read the book, which reading a book is a lot harder than watching an hour show here or an hour show there. So time just got the best of me because I have some other stuff going on. So Reality Reading Rainbow is on hiatus for a little while. Mm-hmm. But the podcast that I currently have going is a podcast called A Lifetime of Hallmark, where my two co-hosts and I watch movies on both Lifetime and the Hallmark Channel and talk about them.
Oh my gosh. What made you guys decide to do like Lifetime and Hallmark? Because it's like, it's so funny. Like, it's like they're related, but then it's like some things are a little bit different, but it's like, no, it's like they're like kissing cousins, it seems.
Well, because initially, when it started out, it was only a Hallmark podcast.
Oh, okay.
But then I started, because I really do watch Lifetime and Hallmark movies. I really do. Mm-hmm. And what I started to notice is, yeah, you were right. It was like kind of like, there's Hallmark and then Lifetime was the exact same movie, but bad. There was an evil person. Like, put it this way. So, Hallmark, boy meets girl. They have a miscommunication. Girl stops talking to boy, cries, and then they get together. Lifetime. Boy meets girl. Boy makes girl mad. Girl chains up boy in the basement. Or kills him.
I mean, it's true. It's very much like Misery. I better get 3 chapters by sundown.
Right. So the juxtaposition was just so fun that
it really is.
We started talking about both, my co-host and I. So one week we'll talk about a Lifetime movie, and one week we'll talk about a Hallmark movie.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny when I think about Hallmark. I also think about Christmas. I'm like, do they like threaten other networks? You better not put no damn Christmas movie out. This is my shit. This is my area. Don't you dare. It's like,
But during Christmas, what's funny? Both Lifetime and Hallmark put out the same type of Christmas movies.
Oh my gosh. I think I did not notice that. Okay, now I'm gonna have to see. Now you have to pay attention.
Hallmark has taken like the rap over the years because initially, there were no black people or any people of color. There were no gay people.
Not Candace Cameron Bure's why she's like, absolutely not.
Right. But then what happened is they hired a black woman to run the network.
And that's the change. Okay.
Right. And that was the change because now there are black Christmas movies.
Nice.
There are Asian Christmas movies. Latina. They had a Hanukkah
Nice.
movie.
Nice.
They have gay couples. They have movies that revolve around gay couples. So she
Nice.
really did bring the Hallmark Channel into the 21st century.
Thank you. It's like, because it's like
You know,
it's like so funny when that works. It's like, you're acting like these aren't real stories. This doesn't happen all the time. And I'm sorry, Kelly Rowland is adorable in these movies. I'm like, I just love Kelly Rowland. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I'm like, this bitch is 40. We're the same age. So it's like, she's 42 and she looks 32. I'm sorry, I'm kidding. 28.
You know, and it's like, you know, it's a good movie when Patti LaBelle's the grandmother, you know?
Okay. Okay. Let me tell you something. It's like, rest in peace, Cicely Tyson, because as much as we give hell to Tyler Perry movies, she ate up the fucking scenery in every Tyler Perry movie she was
in. He raised her rate. He's the reason towards the end of her life, she had like a really good rate. He raised her rate.
Correct. Like, literally. I'm like, oh my, I love it. That's the one thing. It's like, I can say a lot about Tyler, but yeah, he's the reason why, even though Taraji is like in this weird situation, she was the reason why she could ask for more money as a bankable star because of acrimony. And it's like, yeah, because she the top one. And she like, look at the box office. I'm like, they're not looking at how much the budget was. They're looking at how much money she made. I'm like, oh, so you're a box office star. She been a box office
Is she still in trouble, Taraji?
And the bad part about it is that I don't know. She might still be in trouble, but I was wondering what happened to her until she explained it. I'm like, yeah, because conventional wisdom, the person that's been off should have been Cookie Lion. So I'm like, how did y'all fumble this bag? It's like, I really want to understand. I'm like, Taraji's been doing this for a very long time. I didn't even realize she started out as a singer until she had, and that's what she wanted to do, until she did her interview with Oprah. And I also didn't know she was offered the role of Suge for Broadway, and she turned it down because she's like, I didn't think I was ready. And I'm like, damn, she went to school for singing. I'm like, and I was like, that's right, because she did sing in Hustle and Flow. I'm like, she can actually sing, so I'm not surprised.
It's for a pimp.
The fact, when I tell you them performing that in the Oscars, and on top of that, getting an Oscar for that song, hands down, is the craziest thing that I absolutely love about the Oscars. I'm like, 3 6 Mafia are Oscar winners. They're Academy Award winning 3 6 Mafia. That is so crazy to me when I think about it. It's like, this is the wildest thing in the world when I think about it. It's like, how many other rap groups can say they have that? I think they're the only one.
Right. But yeah, I hope, because, you know, I hope Taraji still isn't in trouble about the whole Color Purple thing.
Yeah, and it's like, I finally watched it because it was so weird that it's like, it came out on Christmas, but it was streaming on HBO Max by February, and I'm like, that's odd. I was like, that's weird. And so when I watched it, mind you, this, like, award season is done. Give it up for Divine Joy. I'm like, she is effortless.
I went to a screening of The Holdovers, and she did a Q&A. She is so cool. And they came and hung out after.
Nice. She seemed like that fun cousin. I'm like, oh, girl, we hanging out. Oh, girl, come on over. We're going to pop a bottle. We're going to watch something, and we going to be cool. I'm like, she is stunning. And I'm like, I need to watch this movie because I have not watched it yet in the streaming. It's on Peacock, so I think I might watch it tonight. And I'm like, I got to see why. Because the fact that every award she's nominated for, she has won for this role. I'm like, oh, she must be the shit. And it's like, I was so happy to see Danielle Brooks because I'm like, I love Danielle Brooks.
But and I went to a Q&A for Color Purple, and she did a Q&A.
Oh, was it her, or was it like a few other people too, or just her?
It was her and the guy that played Harpo.
Oh, he like is 10 toes down for her. I was like, yeah. I love it. I'm like, I love it.
And I guess they've known each other since they were young.
That's what she get. I was like, oh, and Coleman Domingo, who I'm like, if y'all don't leave me and this fine ass man alone. So he got a husband. I don't care. And what does it have to do with his face? I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? He's still fine as I don't know what. So I'm like, just and what was his name? Sterling K. Brown was on it's a British guy show. What is his
Oh,
name?
was it Graham Norton?
Yeah, and it's a few weeks ago, and he said, "Oh, you're nominated for." He's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to win. It's probably going to be Robert, but it's fine though." And everybody's like, "Why is he saying that?" I'm like, "Okay, so we're acting like this is not Oppenheimer, and we're not talking about Robert Downey Jr., everybody's
Right.
favorite reformed crackhead."
Right.
It's like it's like I'm sorry, and it's like everybody's like, "Why would Sterling say that?" It's like because
But
it's
that's the right
crackhead.
attitude to have that he had. Like, just go have a good time,
He's like, I'm
enjoy
at
the
the
party.
show. Right. He's like, I'm at the show. I'm going to enjoy the party. He's like, I don't expect to win. I think if he had won, he would have been very shocked.
You're nominated, which means you're respected now. Even the nomination gets you
Right.
respect.
You're like, Academy Award nominee. It's like, it's going to be in the marquee if you are in another movie.
Right.
So I'm wondering how they're going to do Atlas. Because I just saw like part of the trailer for Atlas is coming in May. So it's like, maybe
Mhm.
they're going to say Academy Award nominee Sterling K. Brown. I'm like, that still means something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It still does. It still does. I finally watched, and I told my mother because I asked her, because she said, "You never seen the play." I've read The Color Purple. I read the book after I watched the movie, but I had never seen the play.
Mhm.
So when I finally watched it and watched Fantasia, and I'm like, I don't want to sit. Why am I sitting here crying at this last song? I'm like, the fact that Fantasia was not nominated
Mhm.
bothers me. Because I don't
Right.
understand how she's not. It's like I really, truly don't.
Mhm.
Taraji, I can understand to a certain extent. Fantasia, I cannot.
Now you read the book
I read the book. Yeah.
because okay, so I can't like I gotta be in a mood to watch the first movie because it's
My mother's the
makes me
same way.
mad.
She was just like,
Makes me
nope.
mad.
Mm,
I heard the book was even
yeah.
worse as far as graphic stuff than the first
Mm-hmm.
movie.
It is. It's more graphic, and then also it gives a bigger explanation of Celie and Suge's relationship. It actually describes it as a relationship.
Mhm.
Because I think the play kind of makes it seem like they're friends, and then
Right.
the movie kind of hinted at them being lovers, but in the book, that's not how it's described. And there's also more background of the letters from Nettie.
Mhm.
So it's
See,
so
so yeah, the movie. So yeah, so the first movie, I got to be in a mood because I end up getting mad. I heard the book would have made me really
it
mad.
would have, because it's like it won because Alice Walker ain't pull no punches. So that's the other
and
thing.
because this, I was all ready to be mad, and I
Mm-hmm.
was a little mad, but I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, I
Yeah,
thought I was gonna be more mad
yeah,
than I
because
was.
that's why I asked my mother, because it was like when they said they were turning into a musical, I'm like, how y'all turning Color Purple into a musical? I'm like, how
Mm.
y'all doing this? And so I asked her, because I had asked her questions like, how did they do the stuff with Mr. And she was just like, they didn't go too far with it. And then I asked her
Mhm.
about the Ceiling Shook. She's like, yeah, they didn't really do too
They
much with it
touched
either.
on it.
Yeah,
They did.
but
They
right,
did a number, and
right.
then
It's like, yo, it's like okay, but still, it's like for me, I don't like. I watched that movie going, yeah, I could see why Oprah wanted Fantasia to be Celie.
mhm.
Like Fantasia is fantastic in this role.
Mhm.
But
Oh
I also
yeah.
had heard that on Broadway she was also fantastic. But I also heard that so was Cynthia Erivo. But Cynthia Erivo
Mhm.
has a chop, so I get it. But I'm kind of glad for the movie they got they got Fantasia, but also they got Daniel Brooks too. It's like bringing some of the
Mhm.
people that were in the play. I'm like that makes sense.
Right.
It's not Rent where it's supposed to be younger people, and then it's like 20 years later, like okay, we're gonna put the same people. They're like, who are these old people? And I was like, but they still sound great. But I was like, wait, that's the note that y'all have? They
Right.
too old? Um, I'm sorry, y'all. We did not come here. It's like, see, this is what happens. With me and Les can talk about anything.
Right. Yes, that's
You're
right.
like, we are here to talk about Miami, and we're like, so anyway, Suge Avery. So okay, I I know they didn't make an announcement about this, but if y'all were to tell me that they put first part on television, second part dropped it on Peacock, third part dropped it the next week on a different day, I'd be like, and y'all did this for Erica Jane's special, I'd be like, girl, whose idea is this? Because no. Because I didn't even know. I was like, wait a minute. Because, so Taria, from What Else Is Going On, she said, oh yeah, did you see the second part of the reunion? I was like, oh yeah, I saw the first 7 minutes. And she was like, no, the whole thing. I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, oh yeah, it's on Peacock right now. And I was like, did they announce this? She said, no. I was like, what? Why? I was like, what is this? I'm like, I don't understand. So Miami is probably one of the, as a total group grade, they were the better dressed reunion. But when I tell you these bitches like to argue and they're argumentative, even when the damn cameras are off, I'm like, Alexis, please shut up.
But I gotta tell you, so when it comes to Miami, the first time it was around, I watched season 1.
Yeah.
But I kind of was in and out of it.
Because it was kind of boring.
But I picked it back up again when it was rebooted.
Correct.
And I liked it. I liked it. Yeah. I gotta tell you, this reunion really made me like them. I think they really proved themselves with this reunion.
Yeah. I agree. Because one, there is something about Gertie and Dr. Nicole's relationship, but also, as much as she drives me batty, Alexis and Marisol's relationship. Right. Adriana getting up here to do spoken word, looking like Frida Kahlo, great value Frida Kahlo, even though Adriana is stunning. And I know people are like, why she keep mentioning Amelia Estefan? Because he's a big fucking deal. Stop playing with me.
Right.
I'm like, why? I'm like, I don't know who he is. Google it, bitch.
And they hold mojitos, right?
Yeah, I think their thing is mojitos.
I think Kiki earned a mojito for next season.
Please do.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, even Adriana earned a mojito.
She should have had one the first season they rebooted back. I was like, y'all are showing way too much of Adriana for her to be friend of. I'm like, why is she? Marisol, okay, fine, friend of. Totally makes sense. Adriana, not so much. Is
Marisol only a friend of?
Marisol and Adriana are the friends of, and Kiki. So Marisol, and I was just like,
she needs a mojito too, Marisol.
Right. I think so. I think the reason that maybe she's not doing it because she don't want to show that husband. Even though we know she got the husband, she got remarried again to this man. I feel like she didn't want to show the husband, but also maybe not show her grief about her mama. Because the first season, I think it was like, so the first season, I totally got why she was friend of. She's probably like, I don't think y'all want to see me like laying in the floor crying about my mama.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, because first I was like, is she married? It's like, I literally forgot that Marisol doesn't have children. I was like, did I have a fever dream? Did somebody neuralize me? Because I didn't remember. I was like, But it's like the production when they came back for the reboot in Peacock, impeccable. And a part of me was like, see, I love y'all, but y'all could have kept Miami on Peacock to get people to watch because that latest Ultimate Girls Trip, flop. We don't care about RHOM Legacy, babe. We don't care.
Well, and are we done with the girls trips because of the Morocco thing?
The thing, and mind you, they filmed Morocco before RHOM Legacy. I'm like, I don't think we ever gonna get this damn show.
Which I'm really mad about because I actually loved the cast of the Morocco
Exactly. I'm like, I really want to see this because he did. Because I don't know if you saw the clips about them talking about girls trips from BravoCon. Andrew was humming and hawing and orping when people asked him questions about that. Like, why have we not seen this yet? If Morocco was filmed before RHOM Legacy. Because now it's like, girl, we don't care. We damn sure don't care now. It's like, we damn sure don't care now. It's like, oh, we're never getting this show. Because I feel like if they had released it and then this came out, I have a feeling they would have pulled it off. They're like, okay, we're going to have to pull it down then, I guess.
I'm like, damn, Alex McCord.
Right, I'm like, we would have got back her in those Frankenstein shoes. And then maybe seen some FaceTime with Simon. I'm like, girl, are you kidding me?
Because who was it? It was Alex. It was Gretchen.
Brandy.
Caroline Manzo.
It was some.
Phaedra. They brought Phaedra back. for another
again.
season.
It's like,
And
girl,
Brandy back for another season.
I was like, are y'all just missing out on people? Wait, Vicky wasn't on this season. I don't think, was she?
Wait, was Vicky? Was she?
Was she on another one? I think she made, because it was so weird, because there was a lot of repeaters, and I'm like,
I think Vicky was back there too. I think.
Yeah, because it was kind of like, it's, mind you, this is filmed like, what, a year or so ago? I'm like, oh, this is never coming out. Just say it's not coming out. Just say y'all shelving it at this point.
But those girls trips are perfect. Because I would love to see Kiki on a girls trip.
Are you kidding me? I would love it. They need to redo the whole bosom buddies one that they did. Because one of them was like, okay, they're not bosom. Like, Teresa and Melissa are not bosom buddies. What the hell? I'm like, her and Dolores from Patterson would have made a whole lot more sense.
Yeah.
Or Jennifer Aiden. One of the, and it's like, I feel like I'm standing on my little Nike shoebox about this. Jennifer Aiden is one of the best housewives in the modern era of housewives. She can hold her own without filming with these bitches and just filming with her fucking family. I'm like, she don't need y'all. Y'all need her.
Uh-huh.
So
when it comes to this reunion, I'm just going to go ahead and admit this right now. Now, I'm not the person who believes that people should lose their jobs. So I don't think she should lose her job.
Yeah.
They put it out there right now. Mm-hmm. I hate Larsa. I hate her. I hate her.
Lyarsa. I was like, I'm sorry. She's a Lyarsa to me. The thing about it is like, the whole time that she is talking, all I'm thinking is, I'm just thinking like, I'm Dennis. Oh, let's fight! Because I'm sorry, words would not be enough for me. It's like, I'm going to put my hands on you. It's like, okay, I'm going to make you bleed. Alleged. I'm sorry, let me wrap myself in a big bubble of alleged, because I'm just saying, like, in some states, actually threatening violence is against the law. So guess what? I'm like, I don't want y'all coming after me, but I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm saying this about Gertie. Gertie better than me, because I'd have cussed that bitch out. I'm like, first of all, let me start right here. Who the fuck do you think you are? Because you're watching couches of women who just want to be right. And you, like, Larsa, you should know you going wrong road when one of the chief argumentators on this show, Alexis, was like, I am not giving Gertie, and I would not, like, nope, Gertie's going through cancer. I'm not saying anything. She can have it. I'm not doing anything. I'm like, Alexis is saying that. Homegirl will argue about what the color of the sky is, and she was like, Gertie's going through cancer. I'm not doing this. Y'all need to leave. Like, no, I would leave Gertie alone. I'm like, so you know you're wrong when Alexis is saying that.
And you know who equally pissed me off and I don't like? Market.
Okay, did I miss the part where people were very mad at him saying, these women can't even wash the dishes in my father's house? I'm like, you do realize, I'm sorry, are you looking at the ethnicity of this cast, or did you miss it?
Right.
I was like, Marcus, you can't wash the dishes in your father's fucking house. Also, why, Larsa, why are you acting like other famous sons are on this fucking show? Well, no one's talking about the fathers of other people they're dating. And I'm glad Andy said, well, nobody else's father is Michael Jordan. Like,
right.
This is not some random dude named Marcus.
And nobody else is dating their ex-husband's co-worker's kid who they probably watched grow up.
And she's like, oh, I don't remember this. I'm like, girl, lie again, Larsa. It's like, okay, you don't remember. You just say you had not seen him in a while. You didn't know he grew up to be this fine. Because if I'm looking at Marcus Jordan, I would not think that was Michael Jordan's son. So just say that. I'm tired of y'all not saying the truth. Listen here, Jonathan Owens. I didn't know who Simone Biles is, but I play in Houston, Texas, and that's where Simone Biles is from. Just say you did not know what she looked like.
Right.
Say that, because that actually is true. But for you to actually say, well, I didn't know, I'm like, just say you had not seen Marcus in quite some time and you didn't know he was that fine. Because Marcus Jordan is a very attractive man who don't look nothing like his daddy.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I wouldn't know that was his father unless somebody told me. I'm like, oh, really? He looks like his mama.
But the fact that like when she's talking her shit and he's like, "Oh, I wish I could go out there and say blah blah blah," it's like she's wrong. She was completely with the Gertie stuff. She was completely 100%
absolutely wrong. And she just didn't want to back down. She's like, I didn't make this harder for you. Yes, you did. But the bad part about it is like, if you really are her friend and your friend that you allegedly your friend is saying, you made this harder for you. Why didn't you say, I did? Yes, you did. Okay, right. Gertie, I'm sorry. She's like, I've apologized millions of times. It's like, baby, if you do an apology correctly the first time, you don't have to repeat it.
Right.
Not to other people, just to that person that you have harmed. If you have apologized correctly, you don't have to apologize 11 times if you actually meant that shit. Because literally, she said, I want to keep this close because I want to figure it out. Girl, it didn't even take you a whole day not to tell somebody else.
Right.
And you told different pockets of people and people who really didn't really know Gertie. Because when she said the heck ass, they're like, what? Like, where are you getting this from? Because mind you, Gertie had told the other women, they didn't tell them shit. And right. I don't remember her saying, please don't tell anybody else. She just told them, they just didn't tell anybody. It's like, Larsa, you are not her friend. Also, Larsa, you're not Kiki's friend either. You're not going to sit here and say she talked about me behind my back. However, we got a confessional going. Kiki need to get a boyfriend if she wants to hang out with me. So she can't talk about you, but you can say like, girl, get some dick in your life.
Right. Right.
Larsa, you look like a whole bozo.
Right.
He's been gone for 3.5 days. Let's have a party. Yay, you're getting dick again for 4 or 5 times a day. Larsa, you're lying. Because you said 4 one time and 5 another. It's like...
You really think it's even 4 a day?
I think it's 4 or 5 times a day she's fucking lying. I'm looking at Scottie Pippen. I'm like, girl, he's like, he fucked me 5 times a day. Girl. Lie again. Or give us the videos. Either give us the videos, put it on the OnlyFans that you have that you allegedly don't show no nudity. You just show feet and say good morning to everybody. Girl. Show it. Receipts. Timeline. Where is it? It's like, I don't believe Larsa, but ma'am, you and this step up from NECA's Party City crown, you're like, I mean, I am not bad. I mean, how can she call us liars? Because bitch, you lie. Like, why are you acting? What I tell you, when Alexis gooped me when she said, why is it that Larsa only writes us the stuff that, it feels like she's promoting her stuff. And then she was mad. And I'm like, well, Alexis isn't lying here. Because it's like, right. Oh, we're going to Mexico. Oh, I got tequila. Then why are we... Okay. And then we didn't get tequila until literally the end of the shot. It's coming, babe. Bitch. How long did you know when you were filming the damn reunion?
Right.
Like what is happening here? And Paul Wharton says a word magnanimous when it comes to conflict. When I tell you, Kiki Barth is being very magnanimous with Larsa and Lisa... Because Lisa tried me all fucking season. I'm like, see, I love Lisa Hochstein and her mama who was born in Jamaica but ain't Jamaican.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
wait, her mother was born.
So here's the thing. If you look at the stuff, she says Jamaican born. And I'm like, they're like, oh, her mama's Jamaican? No. Her mama was born in Jamaica. Very Giselle Bundchen. Okay? Giselle Bundchen is German, but she was born... in South America. See how they work? She's born in Brazil. So it's like she's Brazilian. I mean, a nationality, yes. So it's the way that Lisa frames it. It was like, yeah, it says Jamaican born. It doesn't say her mama is Jamaican. But if you look at her like, okay, there's something there. It's like, yeah, but peep how she says it. Lisa, ma'am, I get it. So the thing about it is, it's like my heart went out to Lisa this season because I'm like, I don't know what I would be if like literally this man who literally took care of me as a Barbie doll, probably put like stuff on my face and stuff in my chest and stuff in my ass, and then like literally trading me in for a younger and, I will say it, less hotter version of me. And then it's like, I do not, outside of this show, I do not have like any income. He does everything. And then he wants to fight me and argue about plants and plates. Sir, you left me like, what is happening right now? I'm like, I don't know how I do. I don't know how I would be. The thing about it is, it's like, Lisa, I hear you, but let's be very clear. Gertie had fucking cancer. Like, what is happening on my screen? It's like, Lisa, like, I am going through stuff that's so hard. Ma'am, you are so lucky that Julia didn't hear what the fuck you said. Well, you got 3 babies, and I've never said it. I'd have punched you right in your face.
Right.
Because they had a valid question. They're getting one. I'm like, y'all and y'all Google alerts for your co-stars, but they're getting a Google alert during the party that the police were called and you showed up. I'm sorry, I'd be looking at you crazy too. I'm like,
right.
Why are you here? It's like, wait a minute. It's like, wait, is everything okay? And I'm like, of course they'd be like, well, I guess, I don't know. If you got that Google alert about your friend and they show up, would you just go, girl, what the hell is wrong with you? Or are you just trying to be on camera? Would you like, well, I guess everything's okay if you're here.
Right.
It's like, so I think when Julia's like, I'm not apologizing, I said, why y'all doing this? Because one, the first time Julia said it, I understood why she was saying. She's like, I don't know what I'll do. I'm like, girl, you are. It was very much like, girl, you better than me because I don't think I'd be here if this was me. It's like, yeah. So she's like, are you calling me a bad mother? Is that what I said? No, I'm saying like, I need to know, is it a pill? Is it a shot? Or did you drink something? How are you here when all that shit just happened at your house? It's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, even if everything was fine, I'm like, girl, I'm not putting on these 27 pieces in my head. I'm not getting this glam. And I'm putting on this dress. And I'm putting on these Spanx. I'm going to bed. And I think that's what Julia was trying to say. I'm glad that she ended up going back to apologize to her. Because it's so weird. Right. It was just like, oh, hey, girl, what's up? I'm like, but I thought you were mad at her. Because it's like, you ready to literally slit her throat when she was talking to you. And she said, oh, hey, girl, what's new? What are you having for lunch? I was like, what is happening here? It's like, oh, Lisa, are you just turning this on for the camera? Because I thought you were really mad at her. It's kind of like Julia was very much like, I was just asking the question because I'm like, hey, hi, ma'am, we're getting Google alerts. You didn't DM us and tell us what happened. We're getting alerts from Google, so that means somebody reporting on this shit. You didn't tell us. That's why we're like, why are you here?
So question, how long in total has this divorce been going on for 2 years?
I think almost, because it's like, let's see. The reunion was this year, but I think they stopped filming like what, last summer?
Because isn't this Jody stuff? First of all, what do you think about the whole Jody thing? And do you think he's actually going to last or get sick of this? And secondly, if she's in the middle of a divorce, isn't having a man around going to like complicate her divorce?
Yeah, because remember, like, when it was like they're doing an agreement, like, she couldn't have a man in the house, which is hilarious from the man who literally cheated on her and is with that woman and proposed. It was like, girl, this is like the literalest, this is some rich people shit. Because I'm like, the goddamn audacity. I think that it's Jody being around is weird to me. So when the women were just like, girl, why are you complaining to Jody about what's going on with your divorce? I get having a sounding board, but it's like, girl, get a puppy, get a journal, get a therapist. But also, it's kind of like, I don't feel like she shouldn't hide her feelings from Jody either, if that even makes sense. But it's kind of like, apparently, like, his stuff, like, wasn't he like, he had just got divorced? I think people were trying to say, like, first they were trying to say he...
Who, Jody just got divorced too?
He had just got divorced before he started seeing or broken up or divorced with who he was with, right, like, maybe not that long before he met Lisa. So it's kind of like, well, if that's the case, I'm like, I guess Jody's fine, but it's like, it's very odd because I would say, girl, you need to like cool your pussy down, but it don't sound like homeboy was giving you no dick anyway. So, girl, turn the fire up. Go right ahead. I don't know.
Because here's the thing, though. It sounds like she's kind of dependent on Jody financially, though, isn't
that
she?
Too. That's what it seemed like is too. Because I feel like Lisa has been so taken care of, rightfully so. This man is literally like living on a very rich part of Miami. So like, girl, duh and hello. I'm not going a step below where I am right now. So I could see that too. It's like it does kind of seem like, wait a minute, is he like you get money from Lenny and also getting money from Jody? It's like what's the breakdown here? And I feel like Jody's fine with it.
Right.
Which is odd.
Because I think it's one thing to have a relationship break up and you move on, but you're taking care of yourself and move on.
Yeah.
But it seems like she moved on and, you know, she is going to end up getting some sort of alimony or whatever from...
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah, like they're
Lenny,
building a house. The fact that it's still not over yet is like, wait a minute, y'all are still going through this?
But didn't Bethany Frankel's divorce take like almost a decade or something?
Yes. Before I was like, oh my gosh, oh, Jason is the villain here, and I'm like, God, I was wrong about this, I think.
Right.
So it's like, I get like, because it's so much money that it probably is going to be like close to like the Bethany of it all. Or also the Ashley of it all, because they haven't had divorced yet either.
But what's different with Bethany though, Bethany doesn't need it, like isn't depending on a man for money.
True. That's very true. So that's why I was like, Lisa, what is taking this? But also, didn't it also have to do with like, Bryn as well? Is that her daughter's name?
Yeah.
But so the custody part, was that also part of it?
Yeah, I think so. But then with Lisa, it's like, so she's divorcing Lenny, but then she's jumping onto this other guy, but she's depending on this other guy financially too.
Right. I'm so confused by this dynamic because she's talking about the Uber Eats and ordering food and he's still calling me. I'm like, girl, what kind of dynamic? What am I watching right now? What am I listening to? I'm like, this is the weirdest thing ever. I don't know. It's like, I kind of like, I agree with you. This is so weird for Jody to be involved. It really is. I'm like, I don't understand. It's like, sir, why are you here? I'm sorry, I wouldn't be here. Because I'm like, oh no, this is just, or at least I would be here to give you dick and then I'd be gone. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just here, to clean some pipes. Look here, I'm the Super Mario brother of this bitch, okay? I'm just here to clean some pipes. And that should be all that you want. It was just like, I feel like Lisa found Jody and just kind of like fell into Jody and was fine with it because she has not been alone in God knows how long. So it's kind of like,
right.
Okay. It's like you're not used to not being alone. And I think Jody is probably just fine with how it is right now. But I can't even explain it because I'm like, I don't think so. And the thing about it is because Lisa is so, like the whole season, even this reunion, she's very defensive about the choices that she has made or the choices that have been made for her because of Lenny. It's like this whole divorce and splitting up and everything going on and her going to court. This was not, she's like, believe me, she would have stayed. Lenny could have cheated. She would have stayed. It's because Lenny left.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, that's it. And it's not like, it's because Lenny's deciding to leave. Because I think if he had just cheated and I don't want to say get it out of his system, that sounds so weird, because Lenny has cheated on her before. So that's the thing. This is not the first time he cheated. Oh, sorry. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Okay. I was like, why do I have an alarm? I have no idea why I have an alarm going. That's so weird. That's so funny. Okay. So, it's like, this is not the first time I've noticed. She stayed. So it's like, him cheating is not a deal breaker for her. But here's the thing. Lenny left. So it's like, it's stuff that was thrust upon her and then choices she made about her man and how she is basically trying to still navigate something that seems somewhat new to her.
Right.
But she's so defensive. But it's like, baby, if these people really are your friends, they can't just smile in your face. If they are, that means that they're your coworkers and not your friends. Your friends can't say, I'm concerned about you, Lisa. If they can't say that to you, they're not your friend. And it's like, right. It's weird that, Lisa, I don't want you judging me. It's like, that means I can't ask you anything, and that's super weird. I'm like, I'm not asking from a judgmental place. I'm asking from concern. Unless I'm Larsa, and then that's coming from a judgmental place. It really does depend on who it's from. To a certain extent, from Marisol, it's probably coming from a judgmental place. Adriana, not really. Nicole, not really. Kiki, not really. Gertie, not really. Everybody else, right. Probably. It depends on how they're wording it. Alexis, the Cuban Barbie can literally grate my nerves sometimes. However, I think sometimes she asks questions not from a judgmental place, but because it's Alexis, you think it is. It's like, I don't think she's being judgmental, but it's Alexis. So it's like, are you only asking me this because you feel that? Of all the people there, you don't think Alexis understands exactly probably what's going on with you right now?
Right.
It's like she got a ex-husband in jail, an ex-husband who was no longer with us, and also had a whole man, a whole relationship. You don't think that you probably could get like advice like, girl, this is a lot. No one
with a
else.
Gay man, because wasn't it he was gay or something?
Yeah, it's like gay, and then people were trying like, was he bi or was she just a beard? It's like, well, I think like that was
boyfriend.
Frankie's.
Live in love.
Right. Yeah. So it's like he had a whole relationship with a man, and she had to explain that. So it's not the same situation, Lisa. But you don't think you would lean on Alexis to get like, girl, this is new for me. Scandal is new for me. Help me. Why wouldn't you ask Alexis? Because like, I don't think she would be judgmental about it. It's like, but sometimes Alexis just gives judgmental. And wasn't Alexis?
Wasn't one of her husbands like in the mob or something?
Yeah, what I'm trying to think. I think it was the older son's dad. I don't know if
he's in the mob, right?
Right. He was in prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if he is still here and in jail. So it's kind of like Alexis and then let's talk about the older son and him having can't have problem keeping his hands to himself. So you don't, and then it's like, I don't even talk about Frankie because for me, I'm like, yeah, Frankie's off limits. Period. To me. So it's like, I think Alexis is like, and then her wedding day with the new husband and losing her mom. I'm like, this woman has been through a lot. Lisa, why are you not leaning on Alexis? And I think that's why, even though it seems like Alexis can be judgmental, that's probably why she's not. I'm like, look at all the shit that Alexis has been through.
Right.
And still through it, because Frankie is still very much here. It's like, that is going to be like the rest. She's going to be his caretaker for the rest of her life. And now she's like at an age where I got to think of who's going to take up the mantle if I'm not here.
Right.
So it's like, Lisa, why are you not relying on your friend as opposed to just sit here and drink mojitos with me? Don't ask me questions about my life. I just want to have fun. And I'm like, ma'am, this works if y'all are not on a reality show.
Right.
You're on a show, and but also these people are supposed to be your friends, allegedly.
Right.
But you're saying but it's like you don't want to have opinions, because I think also to a certain extent, Lisa kind of is, from what, and I don't know if it's just my like purview of her when I seen her on the show, she is very much like go with the flow when people are going through shit. She don't really give her opinion on a lot of stuff. Oh, well, I think it's fine. Oh, okay. So it's like, I think she's like, well, I don't do this to y'all. And it's like, yeah, I don't think we've had the same issue, Lisa. Like this is a lot. Because when you told them on camera about what happened with Lenny.
Right.
It's like, girl, what is happening right now? Madam, please, what are you doing? I need to understand, because I don't understand your logic, babe. I don't. It's like, I don't know. So, okay, so, question. Do you think Gertie took it light on Larsa at this reunion?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I was the only one because I was like, the way that Gertie had been on podcasts and interviews, I thought Gertie was going to, as soon as she saw Larsa's eyeballs, bitch, let me tell you what the fuck I think about you. It's like, and it's like she was like, the first part she was revving up, like, girl, go ahead. She better not. What's the word I'm looking for? Okay, what's she about to say? She was waiting. And the thing about it is, when she said, I don't have the energy, I'm like, baby, you should have the energy now. I think maybe what she meant to say is, I'm no longer making the energy for this. Because, but like Gertie, Larsa is not anybody's friend on this show. Not one of you. So for her to say, yeah, y'all talked about me, I'm like, so when Gertie was talking about what you said on your show or on an interview or wherever the hell you were acting like it was no big deal. So why are you making it seem like they can't say shit? Baby, you be saying shit all the time.
But remember, we're talking about the idiot, Larsa, who, was it last year when Nicole was talking about her job as a doctor and Larsa was like, get a real job? And it's like, she's a doctor.
She's an anesthesiologist.
Right.
It was like, Larsa, what are you talking about? It's like, I'm like, I thought Gertie was just going to like have more for her. And the thing about it is, they could have just edited a lot of this out. They really
and is it? But you know what I find though? Mm-hmm. I know other people who have recovered from serious illnesses like cancer, and I think it kind of changes your mindset a little bit.
Yeah. From a
short angle. So I could see Gertie kind of like, I'm not giving you this energy because I'm not going to make myself sick again.
Yeah.
I could see that.
That's very true. I can see that too. That's a good point. So it's kind of like, girl, it seems like Gertie, she has shown you who she is. Believe her. Larsa does not care about anybody but herself, and she hates when people say you are selfish. I am not. Oh, girl, we're going to Mexico. Let me tell you about my stuff. Girl, shut up. Girl, shut up. And she's like, why are you saying that we don't work? Bitch, I'm sorry, what do you do? Quickly tell me what you and Marcus do.
How old is Marcus?
I think he is like early 30s.
Because I'm like, being married to Larsa, she must be insufferable unless you're younger.
Because I'm gonna look up his age right now. When they said
insufferable,
Marcus Jordan, the fact that you are, ma'am, Larsa, you were in your 50s talking about a damn promise ring. Bitch, you are in your 50s. I wish the hell you would talk to me about he's 33.
He's 33. Oh, so he's giving her the root. So he's thinking with the other head.
Yeah. So Larsa's 49. Scotty is 58. Michael is 61. If y'all are going to sit here and act like, the thing about between 30, it's like, oh, stop. It's not that big of a gap, but it's a gap enough. That's a generation. If we're going 33 to 49, that's some life that has happened between you two. I personally don't care about the age gap. I kind of don't. Age gaps don't really bother me if it kind of makes sense to a certain extent, if that makes sense. These two are actually kind of weird because it's like, ma'am, you're like, oh, I don't remember him and I didn't really hang around him. It's like, girl, just say Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were not friends and you can just say that, baby. Have y'all heard them talk? They don't seem like they cool, but Michael don't really seem like he cool with anybody he used to play football with, but that's neither here. I'm sorry, basketball with. That's neither here nor there. Ma'am, and the thing about it is, Larsa has judgmental. She has judgmental thoughts about her castmates, but don't want that. Ma'am, you said they asked. I'm like, oh, is Michael Jordan cool with this? It's like, and like, no one cares about fathers, like, because he's fucking Michael Jordan. And you said, yes, he is cool with this. Michael Jordan accepts what his son does as a 33-year-old man. Is he good with his son dating his ex-teammate's ex-wife? No! common sense there. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's like,
Right.
I can accept something that I'm like, do you like it? Well, no, but I can accept it. Acceptance does not mean you have to like it.
Right. Exactly. Like he's like, my son's a grown man. I can't tell him what to do, but I don't have to like it either.
Right. It's like, he's not 17. This would be like, oh girl, I don't like it, and no, I don't accept this. He's 30. That man is 33 years old. What is he what he gonna do? Nothing. He can't do nothing or say nothing. And on the Wildlar's like, why is this such a big deal? He's Michael Jordan. His dad is Michael Jordan. I don't know how else to tell you this. And she was like, the basketball world is so small. I'm like, did Marcus play basketball? I don't watch the shooty hoops, so I don't know. And then I was like, well, maybe he did play basketball, and that's probably why I'm like, I don't know who the hell he is. But yeah. So apparently, I was like, did he play professional basketball? He did not. He only played in college. But I'm sorry. He went to let's see. He played college basketball at the University of Central Florida. So he played college basketball. He never played basketball professionally. So when she said, or at least not in the NBA, he could have played overseas. Who knows? People make bank, in in the overseas. That's how all the WNBA players actually get money, because they damn sure don't get money here. So he could have played overseas. But when she said the basketball world is so small, I'm like, but he didn't. Larsa, stop this. It's like, Larsa, stop lying.
And you know what? I don't think Andy likes her.
I think the bloom is off the rose, because I think he really likes the Kardashians. The Kardashian. Like, I think he likes the idea of the Kardashian. I don't think he's like friends with any of them or anything, but I think he really likes the Kardashians of it all. So it does really give off that he doesn't really particularly like Larsa.
Because you can kind of tell who he doesn't like. Like, I don't think he likes her. Mm-hmm. I don't think he likes Dory.
No. And it's bad. You can actually tell. It's like, I can actually tell that he kind of does it. And it's like, he says he doesn't not like Victoria Gunvalson, but
I don't think he likes her either.
I don't think he likes Ramona, or to a certain extent Josiren. It's like people you can just tell.
I think he definitely does not like her.
Right. Josiren. It's kind of like you could tell the people he don't like, and I think there is a time where people thought he didn't like Candace, and to a certain extent, I think he does like. I think he is learning to like Candace. I don't think he liked her like starting off, but I think he's starting to like her now.
Like, I think he loves Garcelle.
Oh, absolutely, he loves her.
Candy.
Mm-hmm. He loves Candy.
Loves Candy. Kyle.
He does love Kyle. He really does. I don't know. Do you think he doesn't like Kenya Moore?
Didn't she piss them off?
It was about the whole she got married and it wasn't on camera. Like, they didn't even know she was dating someone. This marriage came out of nowhere.
So I think she pissed him off.
Yeah. So it's
but I don't think he dislikes her either.
Yeah. Kenya's a weird one for me. It's a weird one, because I'm like, I don't know if he doesn't like her. It's like, I can't tell. He loves Tamra. It's like, Tamra can do no wrong.
Loves Tamra.
He loves Tamra. It's like, well, I guess he doesn't like Bethany now, but that's
I think more. Loves Giselle. Loves Giselle. And I think he likes Ashley.
He does. I think he likes Karen too.
Yeah.
And I think he likes Wendy. It's like, when he popped up doing Sherry, and then Wendy and Candace are doing promo with him, I'm like, please name another time when he's doing promo with Housewives. I'm like, huh. Wendy and Candace are not going anywhere, folks. I just thought I would let y'all know. They're not. If they do a reboot of Potomac, they'll still be there. Because I was like, how?
Why are people trying to get rid of them?
I think they're thinking like, if they do like a reboot, maybe like Wendy could go and Candace could go. I'm like,
because I have a confession.
Oh Lord, these are my
So remember when I confessed to
confessions.
you all? Remember when we were talking about Atlanta last season, and
Hmm.
I said, "Oh well, I like the new stairs," and the reason I like the new stairs because I would try to watch it, but never could get past the stairs in the opening.
Hmm.
I haven't been able to watch a full episode of Potomac this season either. Oh, I think he likes Mia, though.
I think he does.
I think he likes Mia.
Potomac is very hard for me this season because I've watched it. I may catch up only because. So Ronnie the Voice on YouTube, he said he has a soft spot for Ashley. I have a soft spot for Robin Dixon. I have always had one. Everybody, it's so funny. Everybody knows that for me. They're like, they know. Everybody's like, the Green Eye Bandit Society. I'm like, I'm not in it. I am a contract employee for the Dixon District. That is where I stay. So I don't like watching my two faves fight, and that is Candace and that is Robin. They're my two favorite, and I love Dr. Wendy. I really do. Dr. Wendy is like the most stylish person on Potomac right now. She really is. Her confessionals look like I just love her. I don't like one. I didn't like Culture Wars. I'm sorry. We do not need to see intercommunal wars between NECA and Wendy. I'm like, this is not fun for me. Also,
Yeah, no.
some things need to be kept in house. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Please do not do this in front of a bunch of white people. Because now that we have opened up to we're fighting of a season 5, because a lot of people jumped on Potomac on season 5 and y'all missed the first 5 seasons, and I'm like, I'm not going to keep telling y'all stuff because I can tell y'all have not been watching this since day one, and y'all a lot like, yeah, no, no, that's not what's going on. I'm like, I can't do this with Wendy. And the whole Robin versus Candace thing, I'm like, I like both of y'all, and y'all both wrong and right at the exact same time. However, comma, that's just like to really rectify and solve this conflict. Y'all both have to listen to each other, and y'all are not. Candace, I love you, but you talk a lot, and it seems like you were jumping into the fray of what the fandom was doing with Robin in this whole, she did not show us what happened 5 months before the cameras went up, and you were lying to us. And to watch the Grand Dame, see, like trying to lead this charge or be involved when, ma'am, you went and spent a good 4 days in Paris with your castmates and came home and packed up your life and moved to Virginia and didn't tell them shit. And then told these bitches mind their business. You called these ladies to a conference room in a hotel room and the hotel to eat water, to drink water and eat salty nuts, and told you bitches to mind your business about what's going on about the thing that was in the fucking Washington Post. Karen is the last person to talk about transparency with somebody. And the bad part about it, because people don't like Robin, y'all are not looking at that. It's like, Karen is the last person that heifer be lying to y'all, because I need someone to explain to me how y'all are not literally digging in Karen's ass by her saying that I can't come to the crab boil because Ray is allergic to crabs, but 2 years ago y'all had a fucking crab boil.
I saw that part where she said that he was allergic. And I did see that part.
Allergic. 2 years ago when y'all had y'all nice little thing, you was at a crab boil. This is not the first time that Sharice's had a crab boil. And oh, by the way, Karen was at that one. Now, people can develop food allergies, y'all. I'm like, please do not write me. I get it. But listen here, I could not be triple 20. And I know that I don't like no bitch. And I'm lying to some bitch. I wish the hell I would lie. It's like, oh, you invited me? Oh, thank you for inviting me, but I respectfully decline. Have a good time. I am not inventing a reason. Karen, you don't like this bitch. You have literally said that. Why are you lying? You lying to a bitch that you don't like? Lie to bitches you like. Lie to the mirror. You don't lie to people that you don't like. I'm like, girl, she know for a fact I ain't coming. But I was like, if you want to be the grand dame and you want to like have all this class, lying is not classy, Karen. Lying is not classy. I wish the fuck I would lie. I ain't lying about shit. No, I will not be there. Have a good time though. Why are you lying? Karen be flat out lying and nobody. I'm like, girl, look. Giselle has said, oh girl, I have an allergy and I can't. Grace has a food allergy. Grace ain't even there, Giselle. Y'all would have literally lit her ass up if anybody else. Hell, if Candace said that, y'all would have lit her ass up. Karen be flat out bold-faced lying and y'all ain't saying anything. So I don't like watching these lies, and I guess with Married to Medicine Part 3 is this Sunday. I think the Potomac reunion starts the week after. Reunion me, please.
And then we're going to have nothing. That's what I'm pissed about. We're going to have nothing for, like, I think a month.
Because now I'm trying to figure out, like, because I'm trying to think, because I know Martha's Vineyard is coming back, and I'm like, wait a minute. Is it coming on Sunday? I can't remember what day it's coming back.
Because we have Martha's Vineyard, and then we have the regular Summer House, which I'm actually liking this season because we know that it's going to be a shit show because Carl and Lindsay. But we're going to have no housewives, I think, for like a month. And then it's going to be Dubai.
Dubai's not till June. I'm trying to think.
New Jersey's in May, I think.
Wait, Jersey's coming back, but that's not going to be on Sunday. I think they're putting Martha's Vineyard. Was Martha's Vineyard on Sunday?
Because it was on Sunday, Black People Day on Bravo.
It's like Black and people of color because Shah the Sun said they refused to bring back. I'm kind of glad they didn't. Because after that Zoom reunion, I'm like, y'all don't need to bring this show back. And I'm somebody who loved the show. I'm like, no. And then someone, I think it was a post on Instagram, and they were saying like canceled shows. And one of them was Family Karma. I'm like, time out.
So mad at that.
I was like, wait a minute. Family Karma is canceled? When did they say that?
So mad at that.
Because I'm like, I love Family Karma because I'm like, y'all didn't even make an announcement. So I'm like, how y'all saying it's canceled when y'all didn't say that it? Y'all didn't say that shit was on pause.
So what else is canceled?
It was that they were talking about like what canceled show do you want to bring back? It was Family Karma, Shaw of the Sunset. It was Nola. And then it was
that would be cool if they brought that back.
They need to bring that back, but it's kind of like, I'm like, yeah, after Tamika is on over on OWN, she was hosting one of their shows. I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, Tamika. When they said she was a relationship coach or something, I was like, wait a minute, time out. Since when? I thought Tamika read like she was like a news reporter in New Orleans.
And John, what's his name, lives in LA.
Yeah, but I think his ex-wife still lives in NOLA, I think.
Something like that.
Was it Reagan? I think that's her name. It was another show, and I'm trying to figure out what the other show is. I can't think of
I actually heard Reagan was on a podcast like a month ago.
Okay.
And she's getting divorced from that other guy that she married.
Girl! Don't they have like 2 kids?
Yeah, but she's getting divorced.
Wow. Okay. Because I think that like the first guy, I think he was a ex-New Orleans Saint. So it's kind of like it made sense why they were on the show because he used to play. I think
and he had like head injuries and stuff.
Yeah, it's like girls. Like I know we are like it seems like we're years away from testing for CTE for living folks. I don't know what needs to happen, and I feel so bad because it's kind of like they're like we don't find out until they're passed, and it's just like if there's like a vaccine we can give or something we could do. I'm just like I wish it was something we could do because I mean that is just awful. Because it's like just a pain in her head, but that's not about that. Yeah, I don't understand that. Yeah, I agree with you on Sunday. I'm like I don't know what's happening because Dubai's coming back. I'm a Top Chef watcher, so I'm excited for Top Chef, but that doesn't come on Sunday. And also,
no, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I love Top Chef, but I've always kind of liked Top Chef. But Top Chef has never been like the drama place. It's just like, ooh, girl, let me watch you like cut up. Let me watch you julienne some fries. It's like, look, let's just watch it. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Project Runway. Below Deck
I love that show.
I have not heard about any kind of Below Deck. I guess Below Deck Med. This season of Below. Have you been watching this season of Below Deck?
No, my husband has been.
Oh, what does he think?
My husband's a Below Deck person.
Oh,
he doesn't watch The Housewives. He only watches Below Deck.
Oh my God, I would love to know what he thinks about Below Deck. I really do love Captain Carey.
Yeah,
I
he
really do.
only watches Below Deck.
Oh my God. I love Captain
And he watches
Carey.
all.
I would love to know his thoughts on this bosun who went from being an emotional drunk to an angry drunk in 2 episodes. I'm like, girl, what the hell is? I'm like, Carey, he needs to go.
I think Captain
Now,
Carey is hot.
it's like, Carey, get that bosun off your boat right now. I really liked Captain Carey because I liked him. He was the best part of Adventure for me, even though Adventure was like, girl, what the hell are they doing? What is this? It's like, what is this? It seemed like Below Deck Adventure seemed like very cool because they had like all these excursions. I'm like, ooh, sounds fun. But it's like, girl, we don't care.
But yeah, yeah, my husband. Oh, you know what? I caught the end of Below Deck the other night. Wasn't that the one where the drunk guy had to clean up or something, and he was like
he was throwing stuff. It's like, I guess one of them was like smoking tobacco, and it's like it was all over, and like, and the deck was wet, and they were mad. And he was throwing stuff, and it was like, girl, he went from emotional drunk because he has like custody of his daughter, and he wasn't able to talk to his daughter for 2 weeks, so he's crying about that. Then all of a sudden he turned to an angry drunk because he saw like tobacco leaves on the deck and it's wet, and he mad at one of his deckies. I said, girl, Carrie is like, Carrie, do not wait until this man literally gets into a fist fight with one of these people.
See, my shows, unless there's extensions and yelling, wine throwing, flipping a table, I'm not in. Or unless you're on TLC and you have 90 days to get married.
Shut. You are so like, I'm sorry. Anybody pulling their hands up? So can I just tell you, so we could wrap up Miami. When I tell you, I was very impressed with Adriana this reunion.
Me too.
Not by the poetry, because I'm like, girl, sit the fuck down. But her actually saying, I want to apologize. She apologized to Alexis, but also said, Nicole, I am so sorry. I did something shady and you got the brunt, and that's not fair.
Oh, with the Easter or the Mother's Day.
With Anna. And I was like, now, I remember them clips with Chef Anna. I'm like, girl, you and Marisol holds on to a lot of things. She cannot hold her water in her bladder, but she damn sure can hold on to a damn grudge. I'm like, girl, can you treat grudges like your bladder and just let everything out?
And like I said before, I think this reunion, Adriana earned a mojito.
She sure did.
Kiki totally earned a mojito.
Yeah.
And Marisol, if she wants one. If she wants a mojito, she
probably don't. Like, girl, she wants to stay friend of so she can still have material for Ay Por Favor, the podcast. I'm like, they have a podcast?
But this reunion for me made all of them so unlike the Beverly Hills reunion where Kyle kind of talked but skirted around the issue at the same time and didn't get real. All these women on the Miami reunion, they all got real. Every single one of them, even Larsa, got real.
Even Lisa. It was like Lisa was like, Lisa, you're talking about like what y'all said to me. I'm like, girl, I hear you. I'm like, it could be kind of shitty what they said. However, why are you not listening to what Kiki is saying to you? You're like, I'm going to feed this food to this dog because this is the best meal they ever got. Bitch, how the fuck you know?
Right. And even Lisa got real towards the end. Yeah. Like they all went there. And other than Larsa, who I can't stand, but still want her on the show because I can't stand her. Yeah. You know, you always need one of those. I left the reunion feeling like I knew this cat better.
And I can't, I'm like, and also that I want them all back. All of them can come back. It's like, there's nobody, I'm like, no, get them off my screen. Everybody can come back.
And I agree with you. Even Larsa.
Even Larsa.
Everybody brought it.
But it's like, I think it would be like a goop if they get Chef Anna on this show. If they get Chef Anna on this show, here comes the chaos. She's going to activate Alexis in a way that is going to be hilarious to me. Because I'm like, it seemed like, Alexis, you don't have an issue with Anna. Anna and Marisol got an issue, and it's like, that's your bosom buddy, so I guess you got to get into it. I'm like, it don't sound like y'all really got an issue. It sounds like Marisol and Anna got an issue.
And that's Anna Quinones, right?
Yeah. That's thing, and I liked Anna when she was on the show before, so I was surprised she didn't come back.
Well, I'm thinking they got so activated, I could see them bringing her on the show.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, please, so girl. It's like, this. And I'm pretty sure Alexis probably would like the vacation with them talking about her husband and her children and her living situation. So her fighting with Anna probably would work out so well. It's like, oh yeah, let's not focus on my husband. Let's focus on how I want to fuck Anna up.
Did we find out, is Alexis, are they really broke, or was that a rumor?
I think that was a rumor, because I think she was like, I'm like, I don't know why people think that I'm broke. I'm not. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, I didn't realize that was a thing. I was like, who said that? So it was like, it's like it wasn't really touched on. It was like other stuff. It's like the Gertie via Larsa. I'm like, you knew that was humming, because I'm sorry. Gertie should have handed Larsa her ass. And also, y'all should have helped her. Because if y'all are literally saying that, Larsa, you're dead ass wrong, more of y'all should have. It's like, it can't just be Dr. Nicole and it can't just be Julie. Because Dr. Nicole will speak up so quick, you're not going to play in her face. Because Gertie had said, I think when she was talking to Carlos, and I really liked that interview. And the fact that they brought in Russell, who seemingly don't say too much. So when he came in and did, like, towards the end of the interview with Carlos, he was sitting there, like, they mic'd him up and he got on the podcast. And I was like, this is interesting. I'm like, I love Russell. Because here's one thing. I do too. It's like, what you're not going to do, Larsa, is you're not going to aggravate my wife who is fucking fighting cancer, and you think you're going to do that in my face.
Right.
If Eugene ain't going to let that shit happen with Toya, you're dead. And like, and it ain't going to take, like, you're not going to talk about Toya. You think Russell is not going to be like, please leave her alone? She has fucking cancer. It's like, Larsa, back down. Lisa, shut the fuck up.
Right.
I'm like,
I did love it when Gertie called her mascot.
When I tell you, it was like, Lisa, girl, now you piping up? You not piping up to tell Larsa to shut the hell up and say, Larsa, can you just understand? You're not doing that, but you're saying, oh, Larsa's not a bad person. Who said that? I'm like, but also, you kind of are a bad person if you're sitting here trying to be like, let me show why I'm right, after I literally told random ass people that my friend had cancer when she flat out told me not to tell people. I'm sorry, you're a bad person trying to justify why. I'm like, oh, I was trying to get you sympathy. Bitch, I need your fucking sympathy. I need you to shut the fuck up.
Right. Right.
How about that?
Exactly. And I can't believe that Larsa really, like, doubled down.
She was coming in like, I'm the victim here. Victim of what? Poor grooming? Down. Like, girl, you are wrong. And the bad part about it is, if Gertie really is your friend, you should have came in here apologetic. He's like, Gertie, I am sorry. You cannot sit there and tell me you watched back this season and actually thought that you were correct. You cannot tell me this and actually say that you're Gertie. Like that thing, Gertie, she's teaching you how you should move with her. Govern yourself accordingly.
Right.
That's what it's like. Y'all really need to do this about. It's like, govern yourself accordingly. Even though, and I cannot believe it, like, Adriana has been on this show for what, 6 years? She has never not apologized in this way. So the fact that she apologized to Alexis, also, I think she gave an apology to Marisol and to Nicole. And Marisol's like, no, bitches, fuck you forever. It's like, girl, wait, what? She's like, don't care. And it's like, it's funny because Marisol's one of those people, like, I want an apology. She literally did say that and then said, fuck your apology. I'm like, so why did you want an apology? You literally said, bitch, it's still fuck you. It's up and it's stuck. I'm like, so you don't need an apology. But the fact that Adriana did it anyway, and even the thing with her and Chef Anna, it's like, girl, we knew this was like all on you. And the thing about this, Alexis and Marisol, they didn't want to hear it. They still wanted to blame Nicole. And like, Nicole being pregnant is not the reason why y'all should back off, because she wasn't pregnant when this happened. Right. You should like just be mad at Adriana. Adriana, baby, I love you. You knew exactly what you're doing. I'm sorry. You're producing. You're being a producer. That's fine. But the fact that she apologized and said, I am so sorry to you. Did she have stunts and shows? Did she have props? Of course. But she actually did apologize. I was like, Adriana don't really do this. It's like, and she's not trying to secure her spot because she's friend of.
Now, the only thing I need Kiki and Adriana to promise me is that if they do get mojitos, that they not pull a Marlo. Because Marlo, I advocated for Marlo for years.
Same.
And Marlo got her peach and let us all down.
Let me tell you something. Because I remember we talked about this, and I said, yeah, I stopped wanting Marlo to be on this show when her and Kenya were showing their black asses to big fucking Frida. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? This is big fucking Frida. I want some of Big Frida's smashed potatoes. Y'all are having dinner with big fucking Frida. And like, and even though she had her own reality show, she don't do this kind of shit. You don't see her arguing with people. She was like, I'm gonna sit here and eat my food. I'm like, you bitches should have. I'm like, yeah, Marlo don't need to do this. Right. Get her off my screen, because I was pissed. I'm like, this is Big Frida. What are you doing? It's like, right. and she not the one. She shouldn't be the one telling y'all to shut up. One of y'all bitches should have. I'm like, y'all, we are at dinner with Big Frida, and y'all are showing y'all ass. For what? What are y'all arguing about? It's like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't need that. And I'm wondering if maybe Kiki is not doing like wanting up, because I don't know if she doesn't not want a mojito, or she's like doing a mojito maybe because she doesn't want to show her children. Because one, until she said it, I didn't realize she had children. And I'm like, did she say this? And I'm like,
kid.
I was like, wait a minute. Did Kiki say she had children? And I totally missed it because I don't remember her saying that. That's why I was confused. I'm like, has she said she had kids before? Because why do I feel like I didn't know that? Kiki has children? I was like, huh. I did not know that. I was like, maybe I just missed it. Maybe I glossed over it. Because I was like, I don't remember. So when she said to Lisa, you don't know my kids' names, it was like, Lisa, it's not clicking. I do not know Kiki. I'm not her friend. The fact that you don't know her kids' names is very interesting to me.
Right.
Because I was like, did I miss it? Because when did she get children? I was so confused. I was like, wait, what? So I want everybody back. Lyarsa can come back. I said it.
Yeah.
Lyarsa can come back. And we're both sitting here like, girl, she get on my nerves. She can come back though. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
we're like, yeah, no, she can come back.
Because you know how it is too. Because sometimes the villains, it's just like, ugh. Like Lisa Rinna is like, you know what? She gotta go.
Get towards the end, she's like, put me on pause. I'm like, y'all heard her. I'm like, I ain't asking to leave. She said she double dog dared y'all to literally put her on pause, and guess what? Like you got what you wanted, but you missed what you had. Because you're like, oh no, I'm glad I'm off the show. No, the hell your narcissistic ass, you are lying like Karen Huger.
Right. But yeah, Lars is an asshole, but she can stay.
I need my top 3 is Gertie, Dr. Nicole, and Kiki. They can all stay. I like Julia. I need more of Martina because
I like Julia too.
I like Julia. I really do. I think, and the thing about it is like at first, her first season, I thought she wouldn't work with Adriana, and she does. Adriana, she works without her. She really does because she can be a force. Shout out to Carlos. She can be a force multiplier because I swear she, like, literally, y'all blow air towards Lisa and it activated her this season. I'm like, maybe she'll like settle down next season because she got way too defensive about everything. I'm like, girl, Lisa, it's like, you're like, I don't do this to other people. I'm like, you can't ask for yourself in other people. Because I'm like, if I'm getting a Google alert about your ass, I'm going to ask you, like, girl, what the hell is going on at your house? Why are you here? Because I'm sorry, I would have been the same way. Should Julie have just apologized when she was on stage with her? Yes. Just apologize. Because it's like, because you're like, I didn't mean it that way, so I don't need to apologize. I'm like, yeah, this is why that whole, when people say, I apologize, it wasn't my intent. She just proved why y'all should just say, stop putting that in. Because it don't matter. Because she was like, I know my intent. That's why I'm not apologizing to her. Yeah, because that's why I was like, intent don't matter. If you actually offended or like harm someone, that's why I was like, that don't matter.
Right. Just apologize.
Just apologize. Because it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter what your intent was. It's like, if they're saying just apologize to Lisa, because literally this kind of hit her in a way that she wasn't expecting, but this is all brand new. Lisa doesn't seem like she handles change all that well.
No.
And I think that was the other part of it. It was just like, yeah, but they all can come back. Even Lisa and Larsa can come back. And that's saying a lot, because Lisa made me, I'm like, I'm sorry, Gertie better than me, because you stand and I can't believe I'm about to say this about Larsa. The fact that Larsa Pippen was the one to say, it was very important about you showing it because a lot of black women don't get checked. I'm like, I'm sorry, who the fuck just said that? Was that Larsa? I was like, well, look at this. What in the broken clock hell am I watching right now? I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, it's not that she wasn't wrong. It was just like, wait, did Larsa just say that? But also, fast forward, she's saying...
She has a black daughter, though, too.
Right, she does. So that's probably why she does. But then fast forward to her saying to Julia, I don't know Julia. I'm like, Julia, I didn't realize, because you know you like black penises. And I'm sitting here like, Larsa? Ma'am, you were married to a black man for how many years, and now you're with another black man who giving you a promise ring like this is 1997.
Right.
You are not the person. I'm like, I guess, see, that's the thing. It'd be really shitty if Julie said, well, you wouldn't know about liking black penises now, wouldn't you? See? Julia not quick, because I think I would have said it. It's like, well, you like black penises? Well, you know, I guess I'm in good company, aren't I, Larsa?
Right.
See? Then she'd be ready to fight. Because that backstage part, like, argument between her and Alexis, of like,
that was good, too.
It was so funny. It was so nonsensical and top 5 housewife. I'm like, this is some housewife shit. It's like, oh yeah, because it's like, it's got to be nonsensical. Their arguments, they don't need to make sense. Those are the best ones. Right. It's like Marlo and Sheree in South Africa. I'm like, I'm sorry, what the fuck are y'all arguing about? And I was like, yeah, this whole thing, but Alexis like, I am the truth teller. All of America knows I am telling the truth. Does all of America mean something different? Because I feel like all is all. And
all.
I'm like, ay, por favor, girl. Ay, girl. It's like, they know I'm telling the truth. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if all is the word you want to use, but do I think you tell the truth more than Larsa? Yes. Do I think you were lying about what Larsa said? No. Larsa, you said that shit. Stop playing with me. And that's the thing. You just don't think that that Alexis is not going to say that. Oh, no. She was not lying. You said that shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
I was like, nope, you better tell the truth because that's not what I said. That's not what you meant. Let me fix it for you. That's not what you meant. You're like, she's making it seem like I was saying it so matter-of-factly or straightforward. I'm like, yeah, Alexis doesn't do semantics well.
Yeah,
or colloquialisms. She's very straightforward. She is the Drax of Miami. It's very straightforward. She cannot do not do metaphors with her ass. It's not going to work. It's like, no, it's got to be straightforward. Listen here, Drax. That's not what she meant. Did she say it? Yeah. Is that what she meant? Probably not. So, yeah, I don't like the way they did the Miami reunion, because that second part, I'm like, at least say that's what y'all were going to do. Don't just drop it.
Yeah, I agree.
I was like, because I kept asking people, did they say that? Everybody's like, no, they didn't say they were putting the second part. And I was like, if you want to bring people in, tell them that it's dropped like the second part. Like when they do the uncensored, like, they said uncensored and extended. I'm like, y'all have extended with some F words and like 3 minutes. That's not the get you that you think. However, on Peacock, you can watch the full, and I got to get your opinion on this, the full Vanderpump after show. And I'm like, time out. Y'all got the Pump Rules after show from episode 1, but the Housewives, we get it damn near halfway through the season.
Now, how is the after show? Is it worth watching?
So, it's very interesting the way it's set up. So, the way that they, like, you know how they do, like, after show pairings. So, they have their pairings actually kind of make sense to me. So they got the two Toms together, of course. They got Ariana and Katie together. Yep. And then they have Lala, James, and Sheena together as three. I'm trying to think I may have seen Allie like once or twice on the after show, and Vanderpump is not there. So when I think about those like groupings, because it's three with Sheena, I think they make sense. This past one, they had the folks from that Pump spinoff that is like 4 years too late. So they had Jax,
the Villa.
Yeah,
the Valley,
yeah, the Valley. Yeah. So they had Kristen on there, Brittany was on there. I think some of the new cast members, they were like in a group together, because I kind of think I think Kristen was with Sheena. I think I can't remember who Brittany was with, and then Jax, of course, was with the two Toms.
Now, I think Vanderpump Rules is done.
Yeah, we're good with like this. I feel like we needed Scandival Aftermath, and that's fine. But yeah, after the season, like, I'm good, because what y'all are not going to do in my face is try to paint Tom as someone, as like give him a hero edit and try to villainize Ariana.
But also, I think what happened, and hey, I think Rachel got the revenge she wanted, because I think if she would have come back, this would have been amazing.
This really would have been. I feel like it would have been good if y'all should have paid her, give her the money to come back, because I feel like if they had made it work for a while, she'd have came back. Right. And she should have. But the fact that it seems like she literally just dropped Sandoval off, and it was like, Tom, it's like, you literally blew up your life. You blew up your life with a mortgage that seemingly you couldn't really afford. And then y'all not together. Girl, you are a dummy. Also, Lauren from Utah, the only reason why you seemingly are like, let's change this up, is because you didn't financially benefit from Scandival the way that you want. Send that to Darryl.
Right. And so I know that we're definitely going to get another season out of this, but I think that they need to have one more season and just wrap it up.
Like, if they don't cancel this season, make next season the farewell season, because that whole Valley spinoff, that should have happened like 3 or 4 years ago, when like Stassi, Sheena, and Lala had just like, y'all, this is like 4 years too late for me. I'm like, I don't care. And I have to say this, because I love Mia Shishu. I have always loved Sheena on this show. And it's like, you just go, I know what she means. When she said during the after show, it's like, this show, I've never been a top girl. I've never been, like, it's never been about me. They're like, why are you making a statement like, I have never been the main girl? I'm like, y'all, this is how I know y'all have not been watching day one. She's not exactly wrong. It's the way she's saying it. It's like, she has never been well liked on the show. They had a fucking producer who admitted to editing her bad because she didn't like her.
Right.
Like, y'all, I'm like, you're not a fave if they don't do that to your faves. They flat out said that. Like, since this inception of Vanderpump Rules, she is the linchpin of this show. She had not fucked Eddie Sebring, we would have no Pump Rules. I don't give a damn what y'all say. It's not going to happen. And at the inception of this show, and Katie can kiss my ass, the only people nice to her was the Toms. It was the Toms and it was Jax. They were the only, like, when they did press, then women iced her out. They said it. So it's kind of like, I understood exactly why she's having problems. Shishu, listen to me very carefully. Your feelings are valid. Your sounding board of choice is piss poor. Why the fuck are you talking to Ariana about this? Talk to your mama. Talk to Brock. Go get a juice box and a coloring book and go talk to Summer Moon about this. You will not talk to me about, like, missing the friendship of the man who literally had months-long affair with one of my friends in my fucking house, and I was warning my fucking grandmother, and I mailed my fucking dead dog. I would have cussed. She has not cussed you out yet because you are her friend. I'd have cussed you out, but I'm like, Sheena, I love you, but baby, I can't be the sounding board. Also, for anybody who was confused about Katie, why are y'all confused about this? Katie and Sandoval have never been friends. They are not friends. She doesn't like fucking Sandoval. So dropping his ass off is literally light ass work. Sheena, stop trying to make Ariana feel bad for you.
Right.
Lauren, shut the hell up. Are you being a good friend to Sheena? Yes. But you need to back off because, ma'am, I could have swore last season you were like, it's fuck you forever if you hang out with Randall because you damn sure cussed Schwartz out for playing fucking pickleball with him. So why are you making it seem like Ariana is so out of line?
Right.
She ain't. It's like, Sheena, stop talking to Ariana. Your feelings are valid. Talk to Brock. Send it to Darryl. Talk to somebody else. I'm like, and the fact that, oh my God, the thing about it is like on this show, the person who seemingly really benefited financially from the show was Stassi, Jax. I'm trying to think, I guess the two Toms because they got, the restaurants. And kind of that's it. Everybody else like would get like little bits here and there. When they had that cocktail book with Tom, that was supposed to be with just Ariana. Tom weaseled his ass in there. So it's like, since the inception, one, Sheena has never been the main girl. She has never been the queen. That's the word she used, queen bee. She's never been queen bee in the show. She's not wrong. She's always been kind of like, the little whipping boy and always wanted to kiss everybody's ass. Sheena's not wrong about that. It's just the way that she's going about it. Sheena, asking Ariana to feel sorry for you about your friendship that she's using with a man that she had been fucking for damn near a decade, who literally fucked some random ass bitch that was my friend, very close. I was trying to like pick her up. He helped her ex-fiance plan out the proposal. Ma'am, you punched Raquel in the fucking face. And I know you did. And I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, girl, fuck you. You'd have found a way. Because I'm sorry, she'd have had some bruises on her face if I was Ariana's friend. I'm like, oh no, there would be no question. I'm like, oh no, I beat that bitch's ass. Because you just dropped it. Like, it was like, girl, what? All right, like, Sheena, stop this. And this whole Dancing with the Stars thing, I do remember that. Ariana did say that. I'm like, oh, Sheena would be so good for this show. Sheena, no one has to step down for you to step up. Bitch, step your pussy up then. If you want to be on the fucking Dancing with the Stars show, if Mauricio can be on Dancing with the Stars, so can you. I still don't understand why he's on that show. I don't understand. I'm like, why is Mauricio on Dancing with the Stars? I still don't understand. Explain. I don't. It's like Sheena, shut up. It's like, it makes everybody's like, oh my gosh, she's so self-absorbed. I'm like, no, Sheena's just very sensitive. I'm like, baby, you are not helping. Sheena, stop looking to Ariana to feel sorry for you. You got Lauren. That's enough. You got Brock. He ready to beat Sandoval's ass for you. Because he's like, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't think you want to mess with Great Value Thor, okay? Because he can fight. And Sandoval, you look scrappy, but that man used to play rugby.
Right.
It's like, girl, I was like, I can't. I'm like, Sheena, shut up. I'm like, yeah. Girl, leave me alone. Like, Sheena, why are you talking to Ariana? Lala, why are you acting like Ariana's so out of line? Like, girl, you were telling them fuck you forever if you hang out with Randall. That was you. And I don't think Ariana said, girl, please, whatever the fuck you said. Like, why can't we just like Randall? She was like, nope, I get it. Okay. But yes. I feel like Dr. Wendy, we're going to have to button this up because this has been extremely fun. Because
this has been so fun.
I love this. Y'all have no idea. He be like, let me tell you. I was like, Les, when I tell you, every time somebody brings up Kathy Hilton, he's like, y'all need to read that book. Read it. He said, read the book. And tell me the title of the book again about the Hiltons.
House of Hilton.
Honey, if y'all like question about like Kathy Hilton and he's like, read the book. Like Sutton said, watch the show, read the book. He's like, y'all have no idea. Y'all need to read this book. Y'all need to read this book. I was like, oh boy. Oh, speaking of books, did you read Heather Gay's book?
I haven't. And I started. Oh, wait, no. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Was the book okay? It was like, I'm not reading her book.
I was interested because she really does go in depth about the Mormon stuff and what goes on.
About why she left.
What goes on, their ceremonies and stuff that goes on behind.
Oh, really? Okay.
That are secrets. Yes,
Ooh.
she talks about all that. So I did find it interesting.
Okay. Receipts, timeline. Sorry, that was funny.
Screenshots.
When I tell you, I'm like, I don't know, like y'all probably got some film students who had an editing field day with this finale. I was like,
what are we gonna do? So what are we gonna do with Monica not back next season?
Yeah, it's good. That's the thing. I think probably if they're it sounds like they're going to bring back. Oh my God! Why did I just forget this woman's name? The preacher,
Mary.
I think they're bringing her back full time, and I think
not enough.
It's really not, because that's like Monica came out of nowhere. She was like completely chaotic, and then it's like, wait, she's who? And I'm like, I remember that Instagram.
And yes, and she's another one like Larsa, where she sucks, but she can stay. We need her.
Yeah, we need her back. Send her to Darryl. It's like, send her to Darryl. It's like, no, we need Monica. I was like, when they said she got first chair, I said, this don't happen. What the fuck is she doing on this show? And it was like, she's like, okay, girl, I'm shit, I'm trash, whatever, yeah, whatever. And I said, girl, I cannot. It was like, but y'all were fine with that Instagram when she wasn't talking about you.
But she literally put Salt Lake City on the map, and I got to tell you,
a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, should I be watching?"
That was one of the best finales I have ever seen. Bravo.
It was literally that episode was like the best part of Salt Lake City in the last 3 seasons. I said, girl, what is this? I'm like, like, I am screaming. I'm like, Monica gotta come back, because I'm like, girl, she is a villain, and she was ready to step into her villain era. And then she was doing Instagram lives after the show, because homegirl that was on the show last year, it's not Angie K, it was the other girl. She's still friends with this bitch. I said, girl, bring Monica back.
We at least need her on a girls trip.
But make a friend of. She ain't got to be like full time. Yeah. Her and her crazy ass chaotic mama. I'm like, girl, there is literally way too much going on. It wasn't even just that Instagram shit. Her and her mama is just like, girl, what is happening on my screen?
Right.
It's like, oh, bring them back. Bring both of them back. They both need to come back. It's like, nope, bring Monica back. She can come back. Please. Because I'm like,
Linda.
Oh, listen, Linda, I need you back. Listen, Linda. It's like, It was like, y'all not that interesting. It's like, Lisa Barlow is not that interesting. Meredith, when she engages, is a little interesting. But I love that hoity-toity white woman. You can leave. I'm like, you might want to get out. Get out. It's like, get out. Like, look here. As long as I was not getting Brooks on my screen, I'm fine with that. Like, baby, it's like, nope. Everybody need to come back. Nope. Bring Monica back. I don't know what they're going to do with Salt Lake. I think they're filming now. I think filming started. I think they're testing. It's like, girl, Monica need to come back. It's like, y'all let Jen Shaw's ass come back. So before y'all talk about like force multipliers and chaos, I'm like, the only reason why Jen Shaw's not back is she's in fucking jail.
Breaks my heart.
It's like, girl, Monica can come back. It's like, y'all do, and I think the only reason why, actually, it's one of the main reasons why she's not coming back is because Heather said, I will not film with her. I'm like, okay, Heather, yeah, you're not going to film with her. Okay. Okay.
Oh, so you listen to Carlos King?
Yes, I do.
I'm a raindrop.
Hey, raindrop. I feel like I'm like a contract boopy. Because when I tell you this Married to Medicine reunion, I'm not exactly sure why y'all letting see, that's the thing. The doctors on this show are allowed to play in people's faces. I need y'all to explain how Dr. Jackie is the victim here. She's not the victim. Dr. Simone, you playing in my face too. Ma'am, Quad has done nothing to you, and you asked her to leave. Because when she said in the finale, it's like, she didn't even call me to talk. You do not dismiss me from a trip and ask, like, why have you not called me? Because you asked me to leave. And this whole thing with Sweetie, I think I like Sweetie on the show, but also she gets on my nerves and she's a little bit naive. Ma'am, the only reason why people are really talking about you on the show is because you're fucking married to Greg. How are you coming to a friend group established of 10 years and your husband's ex-wife is in this fucking friend group? Girl, what are you talking about? It's like, I don't understand. I think you thought when they dismiss Quad from this trip, that means it's like, oh, good, y'all don't fucking like her. I can slip right on in. Have you met Heavenly?
All I have to say is Quad should be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I have been saying it for years. I was like, Phaedra don't work on Married to Medicine, but Quad would work on Atlanta. It would work so she could, because once she know these bitches. You could slide Quad into Atlanta, it would make sense. Because one, Miss Toya, all the like things you said, Quad is like, she a single woman, can't be on my couples trip. I feel like Phaedra was there. And if Phaedra really was going to have a person there, then y'all should have mentioned it. Why is Heavenly mentioning it on YouTube? Mm-hmm. How come this did not even come up when y'all were filming? You're not married to medicine, my love. They're like, why is Quad here? She not married to medicine. Because I swore Phaedra wasn't either.
Right.
She not. And I was like, yeah, y'all didn't notice how Toya seemingly left Sweet Tea alone because she didn't dislike Quad. She didn't dislike Sweet Tea. It's like, this how, like, I did a rewatch because remember I told you I went all the way back to the beginning of Married to Medicine. I'm like, time out. They had just got married. Time out. Quad had already said this. It was a throwaway scene in one of the other like early reunions, like one of those like scenes that's like really short between like the reunion and a commercial where they like he was like, do y'all know any of the housewives? And Quad said, oh yeah, Greg used to date Phaedra. And I was like, wait a minute, she said it? Why y'all acting like this shit now? I was like, wait a minute, she said it? Oh, okay. So it's like, this is not new. Sweet Tea, you won't stop talking. Ma'am, you said you had to exorcise some demons in that house that she decorated. Oh, bitch, I told your shit jivey too. Huh? You can't say what you want. It's like, because nobody didn't pick up what you said, don't mean you ain't say shit. And it's like, why do you care what Quad said? Seemingly, she has done nothing to you. When y'all got married, got engaged, she said, congratulations. She has been seemingly very magnanimous with you. And then you fucking tried it. It's like, Sweet Tea, shut up. The thing about it is, like, I agree with Dr. Jackie when she was talking about, like, a lot of women don't know they have endometriosis. They don't. That's very true. I will give it to Sweet Tea. I don't think she knew that she had it. I really don't. I think she thought about her age and was like, oh, I'm under 35. I'm in good shape. Oh, I can give you a baby. She ain't doing no fertility testing because why would she?
Right.
So it's like, I'm under 30. I think she's like 31, 32 now. So it's like, why? It's like, that's the thing. It's like, if she's a young woman, why would she? I'm like, I don't blame her. But it's like, ma'am, do not talk to me like, oh, I ain't really watched the show. Then why the hell are you approaching Dr. Greg? How you know what why are you going to give him what he wants if you ain't never watched the show? Mm-hmm. Please spare me. Sweet Tea, don't do this. It's like, man, why are you yelling? I'm like, who the fuck are you yelling at? Your issue is with Heavenly. Keep it there. And they did ask her a question. It's like, who do you think is bad style? And it was just like, girl, if I'm looking at the people on the show, it's you. I'm like, I love Sweet Tea, but oh God, that baby need help. Not
Yeah.
from Phaedra. Somebody else. Talk to Jackie. Talk to Jackie. Talk to Quad. Talk to the more stylish people. I actually like Toya's. I said this. I really did like Toya's glam. I really did. I'm like, I thought she looked really cute. And I hate that dress. I'm like, it looks like cotton to me. So I'm like, I feel like it fit in theme. I thought Toya looked really good. I don't know. People really didn't like it. And I was like, I kind of like her outfit. No? Am I the only one? I didn't think she looked bad. But yeah, I do listen to Carly Ting because you're a raindrop and oh gosh. But okay, so I'm gonna put this out here. Les, you gotta come back. Are you watching Love and Marriage DC?
I will start.
So yeah, because it's a Carlos King. I'm like, it's a Carlos King joint. And when I tell you it's a whole bunch of stuff with Carlos King shows, but DC is hilarious because they filmed all this a year ago. Like over a year ago, because it's like the first, like the end, like midway was like last Christmas, like 2022. They have already filmed their reunion, and now they're just starting the show in January. And when I tell you it is a mess, it's a mess.
You know what? I'll watch it and come back.
Yeah, because it's like now you got a couple called the Tylers. They got their own YouTube channel. Lord have mercy. They got Ashley Silva and Winter. They be recapping every week. You got Carlos recapping, and then he like Dustin is interviewing people. I said, girl, this is a mess. Oh my God, this is like what I need in my life. But it also is like it's a huge gap, and these people are not friends. And oh my Lord.
Yeah, I'll watch it and come back. Yeah, because I need another show. Because now that we're going to be housewife lists for at least a month.
I recommend that. Yeah, it's like because I'm like, wait a minute, when Jersey's coming back Cinco de Mayo, but it's like it's March.
We're in March.
So yeah, it's like they're not coming back. It's like, oh God, what they gonna do?
No, I will watch that.
Yeah. That's also, perfect. I would recommend Bold. Like I like Carlos's so Bold and Bougie is a very interesting thing.
Okay.
Because Gaucher, I don't remember, like, you remember, like, with Roger Bob, Candy's friend Gaucher. If you look at Gaucher from Atlanta and then look at her here, I'm like, I swear, I'm like, is that the same person? I was like, why does she look so much? She looks fantastic. She has, like, a whole bunch of, but she just looks like, that looks like the Gaucher from Atlanta. I have no idea how many years it is. Looks like that is her little sister. I'm like, she looks exactly the same. She just looks older. I'm like, I don't think it's been that long. I'm like, has it been this long? It's like, why does she look so much older? But I don't know. I really like it. Got Tamika Raymond on here, Malaysia. It's like, girl, this is hilarious. And 2 women named Princess.
I'm in.
It's like, ooh, Lord. Yeah, because I watched some of the interview with Tamika from Carlos. I like Carlos's interviews. I really do. Because it's like, you're not, like, I'm kind of glad he doesn't tell you who it is until it, like, drops. It's like, wait, who are you talking to? Like, oh, good Lord. But yeah, I like his interview stuff. I like that we're both raindrops. Hey, raindrops.
Hey, raindrops.
Allegedly. But Les, before we get out of here, please tell everybody how to get and follow you and tell them about your shows.
Yes, thank you, Steph. So, you can find me on Instagram at Kurkendaal, and that is spelled Kurkendaal. Or please check out my podcast, A Lifetime of Hallmark, where I talk about Lifetime and Hallmark movies. And I have a show that I wrote that I'm touring with. It's called The Real Black Swan, Confessions of America's First Black Drag Queen. And it is the story of William Dorsey Swan, who was a former slave who became the queen of drag in the late 1800s. And I'm touring with that. And I put that on my Instagram. I'm not sure if I'm embargoed or not. So I will give you a hint. The next city that I'm going to be doing the show in, and the show starts on June 25th, is the same city that Nene, Candy, and Phaedra live in.
That is like, if y'all do not know that, I'm like, now, girl. I'm like, now y'all know what.
But yeah, but check out my Instagram, and I put postings about that.
Yes, yes. I definitely tell y'all, please follow Les. Please check out, if you can check out the show, check it out. It's like, yeah, I needed to be closer to me or I need to travel. I'm trying to figure out which one I need to do. So it's like, yes, please check out Les. All the stuff will be in the bio. Les, thank you so much for being here. This is, again, such a palate cleanser for me. This is always, as usual, you are a joy, and I'm so glad that you joined me. I will be back next week. Not sure which show we will be talking about, but there will be a Bravo recap of a reunion. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.